PRG bad boy. This is a product that we've developed ourselves. We developed it because we felt there really wasn't a product out in the market currently that fulfilled the needs that this does. So let me run you through it. What we use is it's a Philips fast fit lamp. It's an MSR 1200 that we overdrive to 1400 watts. At 1400 watts, we get about 800 hours out of the lamp. And at 1400 watts, we're outputting 48,000 lumens. So it's pretty bright. And put that in context, Mac 2000 is around 18,000 lumens. VL 3000 is around 20,000 lumens. So it's significantly brighter than those other products. In fact, the fixture is about on par with the 2001 Xenon fixture. Okay. But the great thing about this is that we're actually using very little power. We're only using 8.5 amps at 208.
Nice.
Okay. So the key thing here is that it's a really efficient fixture. You're getting more output using less power, and we're able to do that via our optics system. Okay. I want to show you a little more about the optics in a second here. This is what the field looks like. It's a little peaky. It's not completely flat. And that's done on purpose, because the overriding design factor when we designed this fixture was to be as bright as possible. Okay. We have a grayscale dimmer. It's nice and smooth, nice and flat. A little bit, the bottom end is always tough on any fixture. We have a separate strobe system. It's a blade spinning in the beam path, very similar to the Icon moving light. Okay. I'm going to slow it down, speed it up. Now, I was talking about our optics system and the efficiency of it. Part of our optics system is our zoom range. I go from a 7-degree beam, okay, and we can go all the way out to a 56-degree beam. Okay, that is an 8:1 zoom. Okay, and you notice even at that zoom angle, we really haven't lost that much output. And again, that has to do with our optics. Very, very efficient. Now, not only do we have that zoom range, that 8:1 zoom, 7 to 56 degrees, but our optics are high definition. Okay, this is a stock gobo that we, when you rent the fixture from us, this is one of the gobos that you get with it, the rubber band ball. You can really see the detail in it. It's really phenomenal. And what's really great is the way our optics work is our edge will actually track the zoom, so it can stay sharp throughout the whole zoom range.
Wow.
Where this is really significant is when you're using when you're putting in like corporate or custom gobos with a corporate logo or something like that. And because of the zoom, the range of the zoom, it's really great when you have a long throw application where you need to get a logo on the side of a building, across a venue, you're in a big room, like an arena or something. And believe it or not, even in small rooms, like a ballroom or something like this, one fixture, I'm filling up most of the wall. So I'm using less fixtures to do the job, which was really slick. Now, we have 2 gobo wheels on the fixture. Okay. Each gobo wheel has 7 gobos on it. This is the stock load that comes with it. We tried to pick a mix of gobos, of breakups and stuff that can be used for aerials, some textures, essentially trying to, a little bit of everything for everybody. Custom gobos are available for the fixture. This is a textured glass. We do have a prism. The prism is on the second gobo wheel. So, because we have 2 gobo wheels and because of the way our optics work, we can do gobomorphing. And usually, when you try to do gobomorphing, you don't have a lot of output. I'm at full zoom angle here, and it's still fairly decently bright, and I can morph to the other gobo as well.
Nice.
What size gobos does it take?
It's a proprietary, it's a unique size. You're going to have to order the gobos from us. Not so much because we don't want anybody else to do it. The main reason why is the amount of heat that goes through these gobos. We've actually had to develop a new type of substrate that the gobos are made of. So that's why we say order them from us. You can get any pattern you want, you just got to go through us to get that. Now, our gobos are rotatable indexable in either direction. What is unique about our gobos, our gobo system, is no matter how I physically put the gobo in the fixture, the fixture always knows the orientation of the gobo. So I can have two fixtures, the same gobo on both fixtures, but they can be physically 90 or 180 or 270 degrees off, and the fixture automatically knows what its orientation is. And when it plays back and recalls this, it recalls it exactly the same way every time. And the way we accomplish that is that we actually have a Hall effect sensor, a magnetic sensor on each gobo, so we're able to identify where it is. Now, something else we've done here is since both our wheels are rotating, we've actually tried to reduce the amount of space between the gobos on the gobo wheel, so that when you're doing a gobo wheel roll like this, it doesn't actually go completely black. One unique fact is our gobos are driven by servo motors. One of the great things about servo motors is torque and high speed. So we can move this rotating gobo wheel not quite as fast as a fixed wheel, but still pretty fast. Certainly faster than a lot of other rotating gobo wheels out there. Now our color system is something a little different. And we probably get a little more flack for it than people look at it and go, oh, why would you do that? The overriding design factor, like I said earlier, for this fixture was to be brightness. Okay, so and that's why we chose this particular color system. And this is what it is. This is the quantum color system. It encompasses 4 color wheels. The top wheel here, the first wheel is the designer wheel, and that wheel has 7 colors that are user replaceable. The 3 other wheels, cyan, yellow, and magenta, are fixed. I can't swap those colors out, but you'll notice that they're not graduated. They're actually individual filters around the wheel. And I'm going to show you a little bit about that here right now. The first wheel that we're looking at is the designer wheel, and like I said, it has 7 colors on it that are user definable. This is our CTO. Drops it down to 3200. Green, things like that. Now we're looking at our cyan wheel. Okay, each individual filter progressively is more saturated as we go around the wheel. But most traditional CYM mixing fixtures, this is about as saturated as the cyan gets. The great thing about this color system is I can keep going. And what we've done is, as we go around the wheel, we're not only changing saturation, but we're also start to vary the hue when we get to the end of the wheel. And that the reason why we did that is it gives us a lot more color combinations and a lot more color capabilities. Now looking at our yellow wheel here, again, that's about as saturated as you traditionally get in a traditional CYM system. I can keep going, I get into these more saturated colors, I get into orange. Another great thing about this color system is a lot of traditional CYM systems, it's not uncommon where you'll see a portion of the beam to be one shade or one hue, and another portion to be a slightly different shade. Because this is a single filter, the entire field is even, it's the same color. Okay. The other great thing is because it's a single filter, I can get into these really saturated colors here and still have a fair amount of output. I'm not going through multiple wheels to get that saturated color.